You recently spoke about children carrying the burdens of their parents' sins. How can we help free our children from these consequences and ensure they don't pass them on to the future generations?
Alhamdulillah that we describe in maybe closed or smaller circles because of the last days, and that this life is a program for people to understand, is a software program. And the software is becoming more apparent because we're at the end of the program, where Allah describes, this life is but an illusion. And in the knowledge of heavens, the knowledge of numbers and letters, when Allah wants to make somebody a saint He teaches them the huruf, the letters of the Qur'an. The Qur'an is a secret, the higher secret are the letters, the huruf of the Qur'an. Because then now you have a command of these 28 letters that have infinite capacity and capabilities. When Allah wants to make the servant even higher, teaches them the reality of numbers, and that goes into the angelic coding. This life is a code, has already been written, already been judged and already ended. We live within that moment of existence because Allah's timeless, we are timed. We have no understanding of that reality, hard for people to wrap their mind that in Allah's timeless reality made a creation, judged the creation, closed the creation, within that spark we're still existing because we are moving at a timed reality. So as a result of the end, the program becoming more apparent. So you can study on YouTube, what was it called? The people who can look, these scientists that are looking into the reflection of light and seeing the code. What was that video called? Dawood was telling us, there's a YouTube video.
Simulations?
Simulations? Yeah, so I haven't seen it but they say there's a video that exists where they're looking in the light, for some reason they're seeing a numeric code like in the matrix. And then we try to describe how now the code and numbers are coming into an understanding. So what has science found out from the seed of a man? The seed of a man from his body when they're going to have children, that seed of a man when it enters into a female womb, all the characteristics scientifically, all the characteristics for the child will be determined from the seed of the man. From that seed the placenta will be formed which will now nourish. From that seed everything about the man will be placed into that child. His anxiety, his psychological profile, his physical profile, his mental defects, everything about the man's reality is placed within that seed. So what Prophet taught is that child will inherit the burdens of the father. No science has proved that the seed of the man is what will determine the whole reality of the child, what their mental condition, what their physical condition, what their whole structure will be from. So they choose the man carefully. Then science found out that because of the strength of that, the more of those seeds that exist within a woman's womb, that DNA stays within them. And Allah described the woman like a fertile soil. And they say, oh why the fertile soil? Well, because one day you would understand that when those seeds are planted in the soil, the women and the woman will inherit the characteristics of those DNAs because it has loaded information within it. So in farming, farmers know that you just can't plant anything in the field because you may plant one crop and the next time you say, oh I want to put now some pineapples in here, then I want to put some apples in here, then I want to grow some almonds in here, your field will be dead. Because one growth may destroy the other growth. So what happens with women now that are having an abundant amount of partners and thinking, oh Islam is very restrictive, Science comes back and says, well, all those DNAs are not leaving you. So then you have an immense ability to become psychotic and schizophrenic. Why? Because the energies and DNAs are being deposited into that soil and they don't leave. So the more partners a person has, the more likelihood of schizophrenia and all sorts of mental issues. Then lo and behold, you look at people and they're all tattooed up. And we said before that you wear your emotion on your sleeve, and something not right in your brain, you decide that you want to have the whole world know it. But you think, no, maybe they don't know it. They say, no, they know it. When you go around and you see somebody has a spider on their arm, they have a lobster on their arm, they have a scorpion on their arm, they have skulls and all sorts of webs on their arm, something wrong in your brain. And that's again from you thinking that you can do what you want, but you have a creator and He's given out all of these realities, and now science has brought it all the way up to speed. So they scientifically know you will be affected by these seeds, and these seeds will inhabit the person and psychologically affect them. So you see then the immensity of Islam and why the Creator has given a guidebook that don't do this and do this, so that you can protect your mental function, protect your physical ability and protect your offspring, so that you have and choose the best of offspring. And that's why when we follow Nabi Muhammad al-Mustafa, Allah has given like the advanced genealogy that he is the chosen one. Why? Because many people will come out and say they're chosen, but for Islam, no. The only one chosen is Muhammad al-Mustafa. Chosen by who? Chosen by the Divine. And as a result of following the chosen one, then you can receive from that light of that genealogy. And that's what it is to love Prophet and what it means to be Ahlul Bayt. Means we want to be from the genealogy of Muhammadun Rasulullah. Why? So that to wipe away any incorrectness and my sins, my life, my badness, my DNA, whatever was brought to me from anyone else. We want the intercession of Prophet with Nabi Muhammad al-Mustafa to wipe away that, so that it becomes Muhammadan lights. So then you can be Ahlul Bayt as a given gift, or like Sayyidina Sulaiman al-Farsi. So tariqah comes and teaches, oh you can be like Sayyidina Sulaiman al-Farsi, where you give yourself and put yourself to be in captive. I mean he gave himself away just to be in the presence of Prophet. He lived a life of service in so much that he was enslaved by people, and he allowed it because he wanted to reach to Madinatul Munawwarah. And when he reached, he finally described, and Prophet said, yes, his story is correct, and Sayyidina Sulaiman al-Farsi is my Ahlul Bayt. So we have an ability to inherit from Nabi Muhammad al-Mustafa. So these are immense realities. When we're teaching people this way of love, this changes the seed, the very essence of our being, so that to be Muhammadiyun and to be from the chosen nation, chosen Prophet and chosen lights. And Allah describes that as rahmatan lil alameen. And these lights are a mercy for creation, a love and a mercy for creation, not a harm, not a difficulty and not anything bad, but the chosen lights to bring humanity back inshaAllah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al Mustafa bi siri Surat al Fatiha.